Hello everyone, welcome to Selenium Live project, and this is orientation session where we'll talk about what is Selenium Live project and how it will proceed further. So in coming 2-3 weeks we'll be involved in this live project. So today we'll guide you how we are going to do, what things to be taken care, all those things we'll talk here. So along with me Karthik is also here, and uh, please feel free to uh, make this session as much as interactive, and if you have any question, any queries, you can raise your hand, or you can put your message in chat, or I can unmute you, we can talk. Okay, so please feel free. So let's get started, team. And so first let me tell you what is the purpose of this Selenium Live project. Okay, so uh, we have observed many people have experience in scripting, automation, testing, but when it comes to uh, when you work in live projects, so many people feel like, okay, I have knowledge of Selenium, I know how to code, but for a project many things are required, like coordination with team, your task, deadlines, a lot of things are there, right? So I'll start writing these points, team, so that it will be easier for you to visualize those things. And Karthik, please pitch in wherever required. So I have created this Selenium live project Google Drive folder, which will be shared with you all who will be the part of this live project. So let me tell you about this Google Drive, team. We majorly use this Google Drive to collaborate with team members. All right. So if you have a Google account, Gmail account, you can, if you haven't tried this Google Drive, please go and see what it is. It is basically a cloud-based storage where you can save your files, your scripts, everything, or any document you can save here. So I created this folder Selenium Live Project April 17, and let me create a document. Okay, so I'll say Selenium SLP live project April 2017. All right, so uh, first thing is, what is Selenium live project? I would precisely say ITeLearn's Selenium live project. Okay, and I will talk about how it is unique in its course in nature. So we provide a platform, team. We provide a platform where you can, whatever you have learned, either from the ITeLearn as a live training, or from the videos, or if you are from this time, we are launching this course as a member from who have not taken course from ITeLearn, or who are not member of uh, live trainings, they can also join, so that if you know about Selenium, you have learned from somewhere else, and or you have read few articles about it, you know about Selenium, what it is, how it works, and then you want to try this live project. You want to take a live project where you can apply all those concepts, whatever you have learned. So I would say a unique platform to collaborate with team and work on a live project. Okay, so I would say a team here, because I'll talk about this team term, whatever the term I have used, in little later. There is this time team, there is no prerequisite. Okay, earlier as I mentioned, we only take candidates who are part of live trainings or they have taken videos from ITeLearn. Okay, only thing is you should have knowledge of Selenium. Okay, webdriver. Okay, anyone has any question? Tulsi, are you not able to hear me? Okay, all right. So, uh, Mishra, I guess I need to explain what it is, right? And while talking, I'll write down few points so that you will be aware, and other team members as well. Okay. Now let's talk about to-do list. Okay. So here I will talk about team, what we are going to do in this live project. Okay. So we will take a live application. So this time we are planning to take team our in-house automation tool, that is AnyAUT. So we have one web portal for this. Okay. So application walkthrough will do it in the next session. Okay. But for your uh, just for information, we will take this application. It is still in development phase, and it is almost more than 60-70% ready. Okay, so we'll take this application as a for our project, and we'll try to uh, write the scenarios and write the scripts. So once you
Manoj,
click,
just to add to
yes,
you,
Karthik.
in small correction, this application, AnyAUT.com, is 100% ready for beta. So with the current features, it is ready.
Okay.
However, there are more features that we are adding, and for those features, there is constant regression testing that's needed, and we're planning it in an agile manner. So that means that every 2 to 3 weeks, there'll be new functionality getting added or edited. And that means that we need to prepare our regression test suite, and most importantly, using Selenium automation tool, and then continue to drive that from there.
Okay, thank you, Karthik.
You're welcome. Thanks, buddy.
All right, so we after the I will walk you through the AnyAUT application. Okay, what the different modules are, how it works, what are the functionality it supports. All those things we'll discuss in the next session. Okay, so after that, what you have to do. Okay, this is for the any project team, any project you go and you work. So how you start automation? Okay, you don't go and write directly scripts. Okay, or you directly create a framework. That is never done. You first need to analyze what are the test scenario you can create, or if there is a functional team which works on this application or any application in development. So what they will do, team, they will create functional teams will create either test cases, right? Test cases or test scenarios. And we automation engineer analyze these test cases. Okay. So if I say analyze test cases or scenario which are feasible for automation, right? So team, before you move to automate any application, you should analyze your test cases. Like if you have chosen Selenium and your project is Windows based products, can it be done? No. So first is, before you start your thinking about the automation, you should think about automation tool, language it supports, skills in your team, and then once these are finalized, you think about, let's analyze the test cases which can be automated with that particular tool. So we are going to use this Selenium WebDriver and Java with for this project. And if you are good in Selenium with C Sharp as well, we can go ahead with this. Okay. So Selenium WebDriver, there is no restriction on language. Okay. So I would say here no restrictions on programming language. Okay. All right. So we have to analyze test scenarios. So here I'll say we'll write scenarios team, not the complete test cases, but scenarios, because this time we are I will talk about this duration of this project, but for information, this will be a shorter project compared to earlier ones, whatever we did. So that's why we're not going to write complete test cases. We'll write test scenarios. And test scenarios, if for your information, it's a one liner kind of a story where you write about the functionality, right? So those scenario will write and will analyze if this is feasible for automation. So once this analysis is done from you and your team, we have to decide framework. Okay, so let me write framework. So which framework we will use? So starting from, so here also we are not going to limit this. Okay, we can try data driven framework, keyword driven framework, hybrid, okay, and page object model. Okay, so based on your knowledge, your team knowledge, you can try. So if you are beginner, okay, so we'll generally suggest start with very basic framework, that is data driven framework. Okay, and then you can try uh, keyword driven framework, and then you can combine both and you can create a hybrid. Or if you have knowledge of page object model, so we can try with this as well. So even if you have little bit knowledge, we'll guide you. So how to create a page object model, or how you can create this framework. So all these options are available in terms of framework. Okay. All right. So once we decided that, okay, we will go with this particular framework, some team members in your team, what they will say, I'm very beginner, I will work on data driven framework. And other members can decide, okay, we'll work on keyword driven, okay, or page object model. So that is also perfectly fine. If you want to work individually on a initially on a framework, and then again in the coming days collaborate with your team and work on a advanced framework, okay, that is also perfectly fine here. Okay, so uh, once the framework is decided, so I will also talk about test data. Okay, test data management, reports, right? So all these things we'll discuss in detail, but let me here talk about how we'll divide in these tasks and teams. Okay, so teams and tasks. So what we do team, we divide team of 6 to 8 members depending on the numbers of the candidates. Okay, so there will be 4 to 5 teams in that particular batch, which can have 6 to 8 or 9 members in a team. Okay, and we generally divide based on your geographical location. Okay, and if you want to uh, change your team also, we do that, but generally we create from our side and we share that sheet with you so that you can see uh, who are in your team and from where they are, and if you want to be in the same time zone, we can change your team as well. So that we can do later, but the initially we divide team. Okay, so how you will communicate with your team, right? So you can use uh, Skype, WhatsApp group, email, or go to meeting trial version, right? So trial version, I think it comes for 30 days. So that will be easy to collaborate with your team members. We can create a trial account for you, and because it requires daily discussion with your team, and if this is not like a course for your information team, this will be there will be more collaboration with your team, and at least 2 3 hours in a day required from your side to complete your task, to discuss with your team. So as Karthik mentioned, we will follow this as a agile project. Okay, where you'll have a daily stand up calls with your team, and track your what has been done, what needs to be taken. So those things you have to consider. Okay, so for communication, you can use Skype, WhatsApp, or go to meeting. All right, to store your artifacts, use Google Drive, right? I just talked about. So here what I'll do, team, once I divided you in a teams. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create different folders. So if I go to new, and I will create a different folders with your team name. Okay, so let me see if I have any earlier batch. So suppose this is a UF2 live project. Okay, okay, I don't see any folder. Let me see if I have any else. Okay, actually what I did is my Google Drive was full, so I removed few of the folders from here. Just trying to get the see how it looks like. Okay, so this is a QA live project. Okay, not a Selenium live project. So what we'll do, we'll create your team folder like Team Matrix, Team Avengers, Tech Nights. Okay, and in your team you have to store all your scripts, all your documents, whatever documents you create, and it is a real time collaboration team. So once you upload here, your other team member from anywhere around the globe, they can access immediately. So that's why we use this Google Drive, and it's free, so that's why it will be easy to communicate and collaborate with your team, right? So you will get the access of these folders. Okay, but one thing need to be remembered, team, do not delete anything. Okay, from this folder, and do not delete from any other teams. Like you can see all these uh, documents, artifacts from other teams, but do not modify or delete anything from their folder, because it will be hard to track what has been deleted and who has deleted. Okay, we can see all those things, but uh, do not do anything in other team folders. All right, now it comes to task. Okay, how we divide task, and uh, main question I have heard in these live project team, people talk about, okay, who will assign tasks to me? Okay, so we will assign a high level task to team, right? Suppose I asked you to write the test scenarios, okay, for this particular AnyAUT application. So many people wonder who will assign which module I should work. So these things, team, it needs to be discussed within your team. So that's why I asked to get on call, get on a meeting, and discuss, okay, which module who will work. Okay, so as I said, in Agile, nobody assign a task for you. Okay, there will be task. You go and choose, okay, I will work on this task. Okay, so it's from your side. You should take initiative, and nobody will say like, okay, you have to work on this. Okay, so in Agile, nobody assign task. You should go and pick, okay, I will take this task, I will complete. Yeah, and we also provide the estimations how much time it will take, when I will it will be completed. All right, so from our side, we will assign a uh, high level task here, okay, to team, and team needs to discuss and assign task within the team. All right, team. So till now, any question? So few questions I can see. So let's discuss a few minutes later. Let me finish all these points. Okay. All right. So within, as I said, within the team, you need to discuss with your team and uh, choose your task. Okay. So duration. Okay, for this project. So it will be 2 to 3 weeks, team. Okay, approx 2 to 3 weeks. This time we have reduced the duration. Earlier it was more than around a month or more than a month, 4 to 5 weeks. But we are trying to see if we can accomplish this project using agile methodology within 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so we can in future we can also follow this. This is just experiment. All right, but if required we can extend little bit, but not too much. Okay, so you have to be very punctual, you have to be honest in your task. So yeah, this is all about teams and task. So I have to share, this is task I'm writing for me. Create contact sheet and share with team. Okay, this is one task. Another task will be divide members in team and inform, right? So this is my first task will be. Another task for me will be application walkthrough. All right, so these are three tasks with me right now, And after your this application overview, we will start assigning tasks. As I said, I mentioned high level task. Okay, so we'll start assigning uh, to your team. So another question I generally get is, each team will work on each module, or each team has to work on whole project. Okay, so we have to work on a whole project as a team. Okay, so there will be no division between the teams on the modules. So each team has to take as a project, complete project. So if I say about AnyAUT, okay, so your team will be responsible for uh, creating a framework, creating scripts for the whole application, not for a single module or two, three modules. Okay, so each team will work parallelly on the same application, but as a complete on complete application. Okay, on all the modules you have to work. Okay, let me see if you have any question. Okay, so framework we already talked. Okay, identify the manual test cases that, okay, how to start Selenium live project with real time. That's what we will do, Biplav, in coming days. Okay, so I little bit I already explained how we start any automation project. Okay, but when you work with team, you will realize how we work in real time. Okay, can we write test in C sharp or Python? Yes, of course, you can use, as I mentioned, any language, C sharp, Python, Java, whatever WebDriver supports. Okay. If is this live classes always this timing? Yeah, this will be the timing for this live project. And I will also mention about the timings and what will how many sessions we'll have in a week. Okay. Those after this questions, I will also talk about those things. You said language is not a variable. I'm compatible with Python. What if everyone else in my team work with Java? That very valid question, Vinaya. So, uh, as I said, perfectly fine if you want to work on Python. So, but the concept will be the same. If you are working on a framework, framework concept will be same. Only the difference will be how you write, in which language you write. Okay.
What we could do, Manoj, as a suggestion is,
Mm-hmm.
since there are about 80 people right now in this session, and we may get more participants who will sign up and register, we will create groups, right?
Okay.
And maybe we can create one group of people who are interested to do on C sharp, one group which wants to do on Python. The other groups can continue to do on Java with JUnit or TestNG. That can be done as well. So once we write to them, we can ask them to nominate which programming language they want to choose and assign the groups accordingly.
Sure, Karthik. Yeah, we can divide in this way, and I think that will be okay for you, Vinia, right? So let's move to the next question. If one has a full-time job and is finding or he or she cannot contribute to the project due to time constraints, how do we deal with these situations? So Hitesh, I would say people who join, they are mostly from they work, okay, they work somewhere, they full-time worker. So we need to figure out some time from our busy schedule, because if you want to get the knowledge of this live project, because if you just for the name you are joining this live project, and if you're not doing anything, that will not give you any benefit, I'm saying here. Why? Because in live project you have to code, you have to do works, you have to do assigned works, then you will get the knowledge of how we work in project. Otherwise, this is how it is different from the live trainings. In live trainings, any trainer like from the ITeLearn, Karthik, Mahesh, or any trainer, they will teach you the concept. They will teach you the concept, like how it works, how it does, okay? But when it comes to the implementation, it looks easy. If when you see on the screen, like some code Karthik is writing in Java, and that looks very easy, okay, I'll do. Just try to close your video and try to write a script from yourself. Then you will feel lot of issues, lot of confusion, okay? So things looks easy when you see, but when you try to your hand, when you write code, then you'll get issues. So what I would suggest, take a few hours of your busy schedule, like 1 or 2 hours at least, and get involved in this project. Otherwise, you'll not get the full benefit of this live project.
Manoj, can I take 5 minutes
Sure,
and address
Karthik.
the audience one? Thank you. All right, team. I apologize for my bad voice, and I don't think I can speak louder than this, but I hope my audio is clear for you all.
Yes, Karthik, it is clear.
All right, great. Thank you. So, team, let me tell you a small story, okay? And how this live project, why is it so critical? Last year, August of 2016, I did one live training batch on Selenium, and there are about almost 100 people who attended that training. The whole purpose of the training was to build a team of highly skilled professionals who could continue to work with me and come up with this dream automation framework that is now called as AnyAUT. What we did is we went through the training, and then we started a live project. In that, about 60 participants started to work on it. We gave them a project, and they started working. In fact, we're building this automation framework. Now, out of these 60 people, 15 of them continue to work with us even today on this project. And these are the members who have built this amazing automation framework called AnyAUT. And 2 weeks back, we had a Selenium conference in Austin, Texas, where we felt so proud and excited to launch AnyAUT and showcase it to the world that this is what we're doing. All the competitive products similar to AnyAUT were also there. But just the fact that from people who had no coding experience, no idea of automation, some of them were absolutely new even to software testing, we could build this. That is the power of these live projects. It is not a training. It is not where I and Manoj talk. It is a platform where you talk. And today, when the same participants go for an interview and talk about AnyAUT and what they did to develop it, to implement it for various applications and tests, in 15 minutes, they are able to convince them. It is an amazing talking subject. What is it? How is it built? What frameworks does it do? What are the features? How did we work? How did we create? In fact, this morning, me, Manoj, and 6 other participants, we spent 2 hours getting things set up on GitHub to collaborate, to have version control, to have some kind of a continuous build and integration setup. And all this we're doing with people just like you, who've got little training, we start with it and go on. Now, in this live project, you will be assigned to teams. Team A, B, C, D, E, F, let's say. Everyone is doing the same thing, exactly same thing. But the approach could be different, the style could be different, the whole process could be different. And then each session that we have, you come and present it back to me and Manoj and to all the other audience. Say that this is what we've done in our team A this week. This is how we've done. These are the challenges and these are the solutions we have come. And we give you feedback. on the way you present, the way you talk, the technical aspects, the framework, and so on. And you take the feedback and improve on them. At the same time, you're also looking at these demos and presentations regularly from other teams. What are they doing differently? What approach they took? And it's a great inspiration. The beauty of this is when you come into this session and speak, it is actually exactly the way you're going to speak in an interview and explain about your project. And that helps you to build confidence in your ability to say what you've done. By far, live projects have been extremely successful. Not only is it giving you a great exposure, hands-on practice, working in a distributed team environment, it is also giving you an actual, real project to put on your resume and provide our details for reference that yes, we've helped to test this application. So this few things will stand away and it will really help you immensely. But at the same time, please note, we will do absolute zero spoon feeding. We want you to take the drive, initiative, and move things forward. You, along with your team. Some team members are hyperactive, some are very sober, and the whole dynamic is exactly the way any QA team, any IT team globally work. These challenges you face will give you so much of exposure that when you get asked in an interview, what were the challenges you faced? You can talk about them. Not only your challenges, you can also talk about by looking at challenges from other teams. So if I were you, I would put my best foot forward, invest the time and effort into it, and make it happen. Now, when it comes to AnyAUT, right, there's a paradox here, team. AnyAUT itself is an automation tool, test management and automation using Selenium. Now, how will we do a project on it? Does it make sense? Of course it does. Why? Because it's got a web UI which is built the specific flow and requirement in mind, and that has to be perfect. It has to be defect-free. So it needs to be tested. So for that, you will initially take this baby step. And out of these members, the ones who are really showing the zeal and enthusiasm, we will continue to get you involved into many projects and maybe part of that AnyAUT core engine development team. So even if you're someone who's not yet very comfortable on Selenium, that is fine. Take this as an opportunity to learn, implement, work along with the team, come across the challenges, and succeed. So while we say it's a 3 weeks project with limited scope, you could continue to work on the project with the team going forward. So it is not going to be a smooth ride. It is going to be a lot of challenges. And we're going to be very critical in giving feedback. We will tell you honestly that, you know what, this is a bad job. How could you even do it like this? How could you write your documentation with spelling mistakes? We're going to be very critical team. The reason is, if we do not point and tell you areas of improvement, you will have no opportunity to do it. You will carry it to your work, and then the same feedback will not come verbally in your project. It will come through a pink slip or saying, thank you for services. You can pack your bags and leave. This is a great platform for you to take benefits from. I hope I could kind of articulate whatever I had to in a few words. Now, if you have questions further on it, please continue to put. Manoj is there, will answer it. Sorry, team. And if you want to speak a question, then feel free to raise your hand so we can unmute you and you can speak as well. All right. Thanks, Manoj. Back to you, my friend.
Thank you, Karthik.
Thank you.
All right. So, team, as Karthik mentioned, if you have any question, raise your hand and we can unmute you. You can ask your question. Meanwhile, I'll go through these questions, whatever we have in you put in chat. So, there's one question: are we going to use version 1 agile management tool? So, uh, we'll discuss on these things, team, and it all depends on your team, how you want to manage this project. Okay, so we will guide you which tool you can use, what you can use, but it all depends on you and your team, which you want to go for the Excel, you want to go for uh, like AnyAUT. As Karthik mentioned, this is a test management tool, right? So you are testing that tool, but it also you can use this for your test case managements. Okay, so that is one option is there, and I think you should definitely try that. Other options are available like Agile Jira is there. If we can see if there is a trial version is available. There is Excel sheet we can use for our things to manage. All right. Okay. So another question from Biplav is, can I individual work on this own time? Uh, you can work, Biplav, but you will be assigned with a team. All right. So I would suggest work with your team, even if you are working individually, but you can be attached with your team, attend meetings, guide them, talk with them, what they are doing, how they are doing. Okay, so try to collaborate. Okay, so that will be easy for your team and you as well. So another question is, in AnyAUT we are going to create user stories. So right now we don't have these features in AnyAUT, like to create user stories, subtask and all. Those are future features, okay, which will be added to AnyAUT. So as I said, you can use any other tool, but for your test management you can use AnyAUT. Renu, yes, we will help you if you stuck anywhere. That's why we are here. Okay, so we are going to meet twice or thrice in a week, and your team is going to present, we'll talk about those things, we'll give feedback, and we'll try to resolve those issues within those sessions, or even we have forum, we have tech support, so all those things will be there for you. All right. So Surya has question, when is the live training start for Surya? You have to mention which live training. Okay. AnyAUT is application we are going to work. Yes, AnyAUT application is the project where we are going to work, and in this live project. Uh, Teams, be a member, use the language like Java. I think we already discussed on these things. Okay, let's move to. Do we have any other sign up for the project? Brad, I did not get your question. So you don't need to sign up for any other project. We'll talk about AnyAUT, and you can create your account there. Okay, so we'll talk about this in next session. Okay, let me take. I'm still learning Selenium and may not be able to give my full correct input. Can I still be a part of this live project? And it would be fair for other team members. Yes, Deepthi, absolutely, it is fine, because like you, there will be many members in your team or other teams who are beginners. Okay, who have knowledge of Selenium. They have just started learning Selenium, but they want to be part of this live project. So this is the correct platform where you can learn and implement your concepts. Okay, so it will be absolutely fine. I would suggest join this. You will be a different person after 3 weeks when you go for the interviews or in your project. Okay, this is I'm sure. So you will get a lot of knowledge from your team, other teams, and you will be involved in those things. So it is going to definitely work for you. So I would suggest please join. Okay, don't think like if you are a beginner and you don't provide, you cannot provide much input to that your team. Okay. So this is Basanta here. Would there be any code reviews among team members? Also, there will be any assessment of overall performance of team by your staff members? Yes, absolutely. So as I said, uh, there will be presentations, whatever task has been done from your team and individuals, and we are going to review those like your test scenarios, your test script, your coding standards, all those things will be reviewed in those sessions. But if you want to do a peer-to-peer review from your team, within your team, you can do it absolutely fine. But we will also review in those sessions where you are going to present your code, your script. We will review and we'll provide your feedback. Okay, so we'll be always be there. And yes, of course, we analyze like as Karthik mentioned, we took those who is working on AnyAUT product, those members from these live projects. So we consider who is performing well, who is good in communication, who has knowledge. So based on that, we also provide the feedback. Okay, individual feedbacks. So let me take another few more questions. Okay. Sheetal, is version control and continuous integration part of this project? Uh, Not right now. Okay, because many we are our main focus is to uh, work on a live project. Okay, create a framework, learn Selenium concepts. While learning, you can implement. So all those things, our main motive is. Once it is done, you can explore how to use version control, how to use continuous integration tools. Okay, that is not part of this live project right now because our goal is a different one here. There's a question from Shankar. Will the training sessions and the live project will go on simultaneously? So live training is already going on. It may going to complete this or maybe next week. So uh, it can be or cannot be parallelly sessions. Okay, so do not worry about this. So question from Rami, I'm not that much confident in Selenium and creating the framework, but I'm 100% enthusiastic and ready to take the challenge. Can I be? Absolutely, Ravi. You can be a part of this project. Okay. Are we using any database for the data? So those details we'll talk in application walkthrough team. Is the project going to start after live training of Selenium? So this project is going to start from the Monday itself. Okay. So Monday onwards, it will be started, and we'll work on those assigned tasks. Okay. Are we going to perform all the functions and possible non-function on this particular project? So our main focus is functional testing for this live project only. Okay. So do not worry about the non-functional and other parts. So our main focus is functional testing using Selenium or AnyAUT. Do we have the sessions every day for next 2 weeks? Not every day, Avinaya. We will have 2 to 3 sessions. Like one will have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, so 2 to 3 sessions we'll have in a week, where we'll talk, we'll review your script, your assignments. Okay, that can be done, but not every day, because you also need to get some time to work on those assigned tasks, right? So Lenora, you can talk with our sales team. So here is email ID learn@itlearn.com. So let me mention here. Uh, Contact us at learn@itlearn.com. Okay, so if you have any queries, you can talk to our team at this email ID. Okay, and this is my email ID. Okay, all right. So let me see if we have any other question. So timeline, as I said, it will be most probably 3 weeks. Okay. There is a question from Ravi. Can you please provide typical interview questions during the sessions? So Ravi, if you want to have these interview questions, you could join mock interview sessions, which is also going to uh, happen in coming week. Okay. So you can enroll in mock interview sessions. There you will get real-time interview questions. So that is also very unique course ITeLearn is going to provide. So you can enroll and get benefit of this. Okay. What is the price of this Selenium Live project, and when it is going to start? So for pricing and schedule team, as I said, please get connect with learn@itlearn.com. Our team will help, but this is going to start from the next Monday. All right. I also want to be a part of this Selenium Live project. Yes, Rina, you can be part of. There is no issues. What will be the timing for this? The same timing will have our sessions. Okay, 7:30 to 8:30. Where did we cover the different frameworks? I did not get this question, but generally we uh, take these questions in live trainings. What are the different between these frameworks? Can we get YouTube videos about the today's sessions after? Yes, sure. It will be available on our website and our YouTube channel. Okay, where you can watch these video. All right. Do we have any other question, team? So we meet every day from Monday until the end of these 3 weeks. Yes, of course. Not every day, as I mentioned. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Three days in a week, or it can be 2 days in a week. Are we going to use Jenkins? No, we are not going to use Jenkins for this right now. All right, team. So thank you so much for joining this orientation session, team. And if you have any question, uh, you can either connect with our live chat on ITeLearn website. You can write email on this learn@itlearn.com about course pricing and other queries. Okay, and the next session will go through the application walkthrough, and where we'll discuss about the application functionalities and what the next step is. Okay, can you please provide the YouTube link? Okay, so if you go to YouTube and search QTP eLearn or ITeLearn, uh, there we have our channel, so you can easily find that. Okay, and in every our email which you receive, that there will also link to go to that YouTube channel. When you will upload the members in Google Drive, so before starting the next session, it will be uploaded, and team will be divided in, and you will get a notification. So before Monday, you will get all these things. Okay. Any other question, team, before we wind up? All right, everyone. So thank you for joining this session. And still, if you have any queries, so I have provided the email IDs. Okay, you can talk to our team. So see you on Monday. Thank you everyone for joining. Bye for now. Before ending, Karthik, if you have, if you want to mention any other thing.
No, I'm good, but here is one thing I observed, that a lot of questions that people are asking, it seems basic, and that's fine, team. There's never a stupid question. But the way we will work in this live project going forward, especially, is you need to get solution at your end. Find it as much as you can. Work with your team. That's going to be super challenging, super exciting. So as we go along, we'll kind of push you towards that team. You can ask us a question, but we'll say, what could that answer be? How will you go find a solution? Because we want to create and empower you with independence and a constant learning going forward. And I think we'll do a great job together about it. So let's get excited. Let's work on this project. This is a real project, real need to be tested. I think your presence will immensely help them. I'm good, Manoj. Thank you.
Thank you, Karthik.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.